Hi everyone. For those who don't know me, I'm Emma and I'm the artist behind Unsteady Art. So last week we did a lot of things on notebooks, and I mean a lot. But there is still a few things to do, and it's not a part of making the notebooks, it's actually the stickers that go alongside it. So all of them are going to be in cellophane wrappers, and that's just to protect the paper from weathering. Obviously a little bit of moisture and they're no good. So got that, but it's the stickers to say to people what they are, or in my case my husband to know which ones they are. And another bit that we was doing was the road hog. So I did the first tester before I braked off to do the notepads. There's a few things I need to slightly alter, and these are bits along the outer sides around here. It's when the stitching moves the fabric, so it stretches it out, so it's all seeming to be on the left side at the moment. Oh, in my view, left side, you're right. And bits like where the other mirror is, it just needs the black line moving a bit just to get it so it actually has the colour in it. So yeah, I've already done the alterizations, so it's a case of let's go. So this is for tester number 2. So hopefully it's going to be better than this. Let's go. So now we're going to do the actual thing with all of it went well. So this is what it looks like now. We've now got those back in line. I've slightly smoothened the eye as well as making the black outlines bigger on those. Other than that, it's absolutely fantastic. So putting it onto the actual onto garment, we're on left side 27 because on the right side he's wanting my logo. So hoop's gone in, so now we're going to put these down. And now it's just to hoop the garment over the top. So it's on 27 because of the number on my guide that I've got, to give an idea of where everything goes. So all I'm going to do, drag the garment down, making sure that the collar is in line going downwards. Arms are roughly there, and usually the neckline meets kind of like the same circle pattern from there. There we go. So now we bring this across, making sure that the notch there is at the top right. And all we do then is just press down. And that is all looped to go to the machine. Let's go. Hey again everyone. So it came out absolutely fantastic. We had a few issues when it come to the green parts where it just kept threading. So basically, no, fraying. So it just kept doing it where it was thinner and thinner and thinner because everything was splitting. but it's worked. I've even got the bottom lights perfectly right as well. So yeah, definitely happy days. So other than cleaning it up, this is going to now wait for the one for the back, as well as the one that I'm going to design for the side. Now that is my logo, but I've never actually designed a smaller one, so that's going to be some look at. So you'll see me tomorrow, and hopefully I'm going to be doing the big one tomorrow. So wait for that one. So see you tomorrow. Bye. Hi everyone. So today I need to concentrate on the big version of Roadhog. This is to go onto the back of the shirt. I've already done the part at the front. I still need to design the one for the left pocket. So the right pocket, sorry. So yeah, let's see how I go with that. Hi everyone. So there's a few things I want to do today. One is end the video. The second, I need to cut down and try and make the mini example notepads and notebooks. It's just so instead of them picking my stuff up, sort of testing the paper, kind of having a feel, at least they can do this with this, so they're not accidentally writing on others and things like that. That, and when it's in plastic bags, you don't know quality until you've actually seen it. So this, I will have to use the guillotine to cut, and that's mainly because it doesn't actually go that small, does my big guillotine. So there's that. I need to do another tester for the road hog, the big one. I thinned down all of the lines, especially where the lights are at the bottom. So similar thing to what I had to do for the pocket, but in a bigger format. I also need to print off, or should I say make and print off, the new little sort of triangle banner for the notebooks with the pens. So they also need to be done. So yeah, let's get on with it. So all I'm doing here is just lining up that triangle with the top corner. I'm going to then buff it down and pick it up when it's going. So now it just needs to go into the Cricut machine. So I don't know if this is because I didn't have my microphone switched on, I have no idea, but there's no sound. So what's happening here is I'm just getting ready to do the large embroidery. So I've got the adjustable fixtures for my master hoop. They just need attaching with the screws that come with it. And then it's basically the same process as before. So let's go. Hi everyone. So I thought I'd give you a bit of a look on the last bit of the day, which is the large road hog. So when it comes to this particular t-shirt and the designs I've done for him, this is done. The only difference is I need to do one of mine. I haven't managed to get onto the little books yet. Ended up with a visitor, so not complaining, it was nice. So need to take this off, see how it generally looks, and yeah, cut any rogue parts off. So let's see how it looks. So well, certainly stitch out all right. So the back and the front. So I'm gonna clean all this up and I'll show you on the mannequin. From the front and the back. So now Road Hog is done, barring the branding, my branding, which is going to go on there. So if you did like this video, please like, subscribe, comment. I'd love to hear what you're thinking. And I would like to know if you prefer the long content or the short, or being inspired to go from one to the other. So I'll see you next week. Bye.